Jace, hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, Astrid. Is it something urgent?
Yeah, kind of. Not super urgent, but it's somewhat important. So please, let me get it off my chest.
Well, I'm in the middle of work, so make it quick.
Let's get a divorce, please.
What?
I said, let's get a divorce, please. I'm sure you know what a divorce means, don't you?
Well, yeah, I get it, but why are you saying this all of a sudden?
You told me to make it quick.
That's not what I meant. We've only been married for 3 months. Give me a reason for why you want to get a divorce already.
Well, don't you get it? Why don't you understand?
How the hell would I understand?
It's just that I got bored.
Bored?
Yeah, bored with our marriage.
What?
I mean, sure, you make decent money, and I was satisfied with that at first. But there's just something about how you're too serious, and it's like there's no excitement anymore.
What do you mean, excitement in a marriage? I thought the whole point of being together forever was to have stability, not thrills.
Exactly. That's exactly the problem. Once we got married, everything became so stable and predictable, it just killed the excitement. That's why I want a divorce.
What the hell are you talking about?
Money is important, but excitement is important too. And I realized that. I'm gonna marry someone who has both, money and excitement.
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh, and by the way, the divorce papers are on the living room table, so you can take them to the office and submit them when you get a chance.
Wait, what? Did you already move out?
Yep. I found the perfect guy to remarry, so I'm gonna start working on him now.
What?
Oh, and don't worry about the alimony. I don't need it, so you can just relax.
Wait, alimony?
Yeah, I don't need it. Bye.
Wait, no, you can't just end the conversation like that.
I am blocking you now.
Hey!
Jace, it's been 3 years.
Huh? Astrid?
How have you been?
I can't believe you managed to get in touch with me.
Well, there's no law that says I can't contact my ex-husband, is there?
Even so, it's not something people usually do.
Oh, is that so?
Ugh, seriously, I don't have time for pointless conversations with you. Goodbye.
Wait, oh, come on, I've got good news to share.
Good news?
Yeah, I got a huge mansion and I thought we could start a new life together in it.
A mansion?
You know, the really big house on the hill in the town where we used to live? Well, that house is now mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm thinking we should start our new life in that house together.
Wait a second, I don't have any reason to start a new life with you. What are you talking about?
Huh? Did you really not get it?
No, I get it, but if you suddenly tell your ex-husband about a mansion and a new life together, I'd be like, huh? If you're going to explain, can't you at least do it in some kind of order?
You're just like you used to be.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that an ideal husband should be able to understand what his wife is trying to say without her having to spell it out.
We're not married anymore, so I'm not your husband.
I can't believe you've gotten so dull. I thought you'd be sharper than this, but now I have to explain things to you.
Well, if you really want someone who can read your mind, why don't you go out with a psychic? I'm just an ordinary guy, far from your ideal. So goodbye.
Oh, nice comeback.
Ah.
You've learned to make jokes now. Yeah. It seems like you've worked on fixing that overly serious side of you. Good for you.
No, seriously, I don't understand at all what you're trying to say. It's like I'm talking to an alien.
First you want a sidekick, and now I'm an alien. But really, being able to make jokes like that is a crucial part of my new life. Looks like in these past 3 years, you've been getting closer to my ideal. I'm happy to see that. Keep up the good work, and let's work on fixing that 2-minute attention span of yours.
I'm really starting to get frustrated because I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm going back to work.
All right, fine. We can pick this up later.
There is no later. Goodbye.
Jace!
Are you kidding me? Just go already.
Wait. I'm right in front of your apartment now.
Huh?
So you moved since then, huh?
How do you know that?
Well, I randomly searched your name online not too long ago. I ended up finding your company's website.
What?
I had no idea that you started your own business. Thanks to that, I got your company's address. So I waited for you to leave work today, and then I followed you all the way here.
Are you stalking me?
Hey, it's all for the new life we're supposed to start, so it's fine, right?
It's not fine!
Where you're living now seems like a fancy tower, but honestly, my mansion is way more of a celebrity vibe. When I think about that, letting go of the other place doesn't seem so bad. So come on, let me help you with the move. Let me inside.
There's no way I'm letting you in.
What? Are you seriously going to leave your wife out here at this hour?
Wife?
Yeah, we're getting remarried.
What?
I got that mansion for us, Come on, let's start living together.
No, we're not getting remarried and I'm not moving!
Why not?
That's what I want to ask you! Do you really think I still have any lingering feelings after the way we broke up?
Yeah.
What?
Jace, you're a business owner now, right? That means you've probably developed some decent interpersonal skills over the past 3 years, which means you've got more depth as a person, right? If you have money and you're actually a decent person, I'd say you're perfect. All of this is thanks to me divorcing you, so I'm giving you a second chance to marry me.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Huh?
This whole explanation and the weird theories you have are just off the charts. Honestly, I feel like I'm talking to an alien.
Listen, we're having an important conversation here, so I don't need your weird vocabulary right now. Can you please talk seriously for once?
I'm seriously giving you a death stare right now.
Huh?
Anyway, I can't let you in, so just go home.
Well, I guess it makes sense. I can't prepare for a move suddenly.
I'm not moving!
Well, I'll just have to go home today then. Until I'm able to move in, I'll be staying at a business hotel near the station, so just let me know when you're ready, okay?
Astrid, do you have a minute?
Oh, jeez. I was actually expecting your call any moment now. So what's the deal? When do we get to move in? I'm getting impatient here, ready to go back to that mansion. The sooner the better,
Wait, you've been staying at a business hotel near the station this whole time?
Of course. I mean, the mansion is 5 hours away by train, combining the Shinkansen and local trains. It's not exactly close, So I figured, why not spend the time with you when I'm already this close? Though, I'll admit, the hotel costs have been eating through my savings pretty quickly. But no worries. Once I move in with you, we won't need to worry about that anymore.
I checked out this mansion you keep talking about.
Wait, hold on. You actually went and checked it out? Oh, please don't tell me you've already moved in. Oh no, that means I've been sitting on the keys this whole time while you were stuck waiting outside, right? Oh, my bad.
No, I just happened to stop by when I was on a business trip. Actually, I'm already back at my place now.
Oh, okay, well, that's a relief. But hey, didn't the mansion look amazing when you saw it in person? It's everything I ever wanted. That place is now officially mine.
About that mansion, though. It was an empty lot when I passed by it.
What? You're saying the mansion is gone?
Yeah, totally cleared. It was like someone had wiped it off the map. No mansion, no nothing, just a vacant lot.
No way.
Apparently the owner decided to tear the house down. They're planning to put something else there. It's all going to be redeveloped and it won't be a mansion anymore.
That doesn't make any sense. That mansion was definitely given to me by Brad.
Actually, no, it's not yours, Astrid.
What do you mean? I got that house from Brad. It's mine now. That place is supposed to be mine.
Listen, the truth is, Brad was the one who owned that mansion. He inherited it from his parents 3 years ago. And when I looked into it, I found out that the title and the property were actually transferred to Brad. That's the reality.
Wait, hold on. Did you already know this?
You never mentioned it to me, but Brad and I were in the same class in high school, so I know him. I decided to go to Brad directly and ask him about it. He confirmed that the house and land are still in Brad's name.
Wait, so that mansion wasn't even Brad's to give away to me?
No, it wasn't. That mansion, that land, it wasn't yours to take, Astrid.
Wait, what?
Let me back up a bit. After we got divorced, you set your sights on Brad's mansion. You started dating him after our breakup, and it didn't take long before you two were married. But then, a few months ago, your affair came out, and you ended up divorcing Brad, too. And for some reason, you decided to demand that mansion as part of your alimony. You kicked Brad out and forced him to leave the place, right?
Yeah, I did that, but I had to get something, right? We got divorced, so it made sense to take something in return. I figured the mansion was fair game.
Actually, that's not how alimony works.
What do you mean?
Alimony is paid by the person who cheated, not the other way around.
Wait, what? Are you saying that I'm the one who owes alimony?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You were the one who cheated, which means you owe Brad, not the other way around.
Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me.
It's the truth. And here's the thing. Brad found out you planned to take the mansion, and when he tried to file for alimony, he went missing. I thought I'd better tell you that, by the way. You've been staying at the business hotel, right? I figured it was a good idea to give you a heads up.
Wait, Brad's coming here?
Yeah, he is. Brad's actually on his way here now. And let me tell you, he's really mad. He's bringing a lawyer with him, and they'll be showing up soon. So you might want to get ready for the confrontation.
Wait, what? Brad's really coming here?
Yes, he is. And listen, you came here asking to get back together with me, so it doesn't seem like you were trying to run away. But Brad is furious about everything that's happened. It's really better if you just face him and talk things out. If you try to avoid this, things are only going to get worse. So it's probably better to just accept it and face the music. Later, when I had a chance to speak to Brad about what had transpired, he filled me in on the details. Apparently, when they arrived at the business hotel, my ex-wife, in an absolute state of panic, hurried out of the elevator. She wasn't expecting to be confronted, and in her rush to escape, she was immediately apprehended right there in the hotel lobby. It was almost as if she knew the jig was up. There was no way to run from what she had done anymore. She had no other options left, and in that moment we were able to have a proper conversation. It was only then that we were able to finalize the divorce. I could barely believe it was finally happening. I never had the nerve to ask Brad directly how much I had been awarded in alimony, but from what I gathered, the figure had ended up being slightly higher than the average. I imagine that was a result of everything that had gone down. My ex-wife's betrayal, her affair, and all the emotional trauma that had been inflicted on me during our marriage. The settlement wasn't just about the financial aspect, it was about holding her accountable for the years of deceit and heartbreak. It wasn't a huge amount, but it was enough to make her realize that actions have consequences. On top of that, I found out that my ex-wife had already paid a lump sum of alimony to the man she had been having an affair with long before everything came to a head. Apparently, once she made that payment, she disappeared from the picture for a while. She thought she could just walk away from everything without facing any repercussions, but life had other plans. I was told that she had no intention of reconciling with me, not that I would have ever considered it anyway. She had burned that bridge long before this mess even started. The real kicker came when I found out that her own family had disowned her. They had been fed up with her behavior for a long time, and when it became clear that she had no interest in changing, they wanted nothing to do with her. She had no home to return to, no one to lean on. In the end, she was left with nothing but her own poor choices. The sense of justice in that was almost poetic. After all her manipulation, all the lies she had spun, she was left to pick up the pieces of the mess she created all on her own. Eventually, she found a live-in job, and from what I heard, she had been working tirelessly to pay off her debts, including the alimony. But even that didn't seem to be enough to save her from the consequences of her actions. People around her could see the kind of person she was, someone who had betrayed the trust of everyone close to her. The toxicity she carried with her was palpable, and it didn't take long for her to become isolated. In her new job, she was seen as an outsider, someone to be wary of. People didn't want to be around her because they sensed the kind of person she was. Her attempts to charm or manipulate her way into other people's lives were unsuccessful, and she was quickly labeled as a pariah. It was sad to watch, but at the same time, I couldn't bring myself to feel too sorry for her. I couldn't help but wonder if she ever regretted her choices. Did she ever stop to think about the life she had thrown away for the sake of her affair? Did she realize the damage she had caused, not just to our marriage, but to her own reputation, her family relationships, and her future? Maybe she did, but then again, maybe she didn't. I couldn't say for sure. I could never fully understand her or why she thought her actions were justified. What I did know, though, was that she had no one left to blame but herself. She was completely alone, and in a way that was the most fitting punishment for everything she had done. What made it harder for me to process was the way she had tried to manipulate me even up to the last moment. She thought she could waltz back into my life and just erase everything. Our years of marriage, our shared memories, all the lies. But I wasn't about to let that happen. She had crossed a line that I could never forgive, and I wasn't going to fall for her game again. She had been a stranger to me for a long time, and after the divorce, I knew that would never change. I was done with her manipulation and her deceit. The emotional toll of everything was not something I had prepared for. Going through the divorce, dealing with the emotional fallout, and untangling myself from the mess she had left behind was exhausting. But even in the midst of all that, there was a sense of relief that came with the closure. The divorce marked the end of an era, the end of the relationship that had defined my life for so long, the end of the person I thought I knew, and the end of all the toxic patterns I had been forced to endure. I could finally move on, finally breathe without the weight of her betrayal hanging over me. I could focus on rebuilding my life, on finding peace and happiness again. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey there, Mia. Hi, Sarah. Long time no talk. What's up? How have you been? Huge news. Getting divorced. It's been a process. Whoa, seriously? What happened? Are you okay? You seemed happy the last time we spoke. Oh, you know, the usual. We just weren't working anymore. Growing apart, different priorities, the whole shebang. But honestly, that's not the main thing I need to talk to you about right now. Okay. Well, I'm really sorry to hear that, Sarah. That sounds rough. Is there anything I can do? Anything at all? Actually, yes, there is. A pretty big thing, actually. Hannah and I are going to need a place to crash for a bit, just until we figure things out. A place to crash? What exactly do you mean by that? Like, for a few nights? We're moving in with you. Moving in with me? Sarah, hold on a minute. What are you talking about? You can't be serious. I am completely serious. We need a place. You have a place. It seemed like the most logical solution, all things considered. Problem solved. Problem solved? No, Sarah, that's not how this works. My apartment isn't a hotel. You can't just move in. This is my home, Liam's home. Why not? You've got that extra room, right? The one you were going to turn into a yoga studio? Some kind of Zen space? It's a guest room, which will eventually be a nursery. We've talked about this. And even if it wasn't, my apartment is not some temporary housing for you and Hannah while you sort things out. This is a big ask, Sarah. Oh, come on, Mia, don't be like that. We're family, sisters. You're not going to leave your own sister and niece out in the cold, are you? especially now when we're going through a tough time. Well, of course not, but there are other options. We can look at short-term rentals, or what about Mom and Dad's place? They have plenty of room, and it would give you both some space to breathe. Ugh, Mom and Dad's in the middle of nowhere? Hannah needs to be in the city for university. Orientation is next week. All her friends are here. Her part-time job is here. Her life is here. You know how important this is to her. She could commute. It's not ideal, but lots of people do it. It's a common thing. And you know how much she hates the train. She gets terrible motion sickness. Besides, this would be just temporary until I get back on my feet and find something more permanent. A few weeks, maybe a month at most. Temporary could mean anything with you, Sarah. And what about Liam? Have you even considered how he might feel about this? This isn't just my decision to make. We share this space. Liam's great. He's always been so supportive of me. I'm sure he wouldn't mind at all. He's such a good guy. It's not like you guys use all that space anyway. You're always out. We live in a 2-bedroom apartment, Sarah. It's not exactly a sprawling estate. And we value our privacy, our routine. Having 2 extra people here will completely change that. Look, Hannah's starting university. It's a big transition for her, a vulnerable time. She needs stability right now, a familiar environment. And frankly, so do I. This would be the easiest, most seamless solution for everyone involved. Less upheaval. Easy for you, maybe. I'm the one who would have to completely disrupt my life, my schedule, my home. It feels like you're not even considering my feelings in this. Don't be dramatic. It's not that big of a deal. We'll stay out of the way, I promise. Hannah's pretty self-sufficient, keeps to herself mostly, and I'm sure I can help out around the place. I'm not completely useless, you know. Help out? When have you ever voluntarily helped out with anything? You expect everyone else to clean up after you. Hey, that's not entirely fair. I can be helpful when I want to be, and I want to be now. I'll do dishes, I'll take out the trash, whatever you need. This isn't about whether you can be helpful, Sarah. This is about you making a unilateral decision that affects my home, my relationship, my peace of mind. It feels incredibly disrespectful. So what are you saying? You're just going to turn your back on us when we need you the most after everything we've been through as sisters? After everything, what? Sarah, I'm the one who's always been there for you, picking up the pieces. Remember that time with... Never mind, that's not the point. Exactly. So now it's your turn to be there for me. We're family. This is what family does. We support each other. Family communicates openly and honestly. Family discusses big decisions. Family doesn't just announce they're moving in with zero regard for the other person's feelings or living situation. There has to be a conversation. Look, I really don't have time for a lengthy debate right now. I've got a million things to do. Packing, paperwork, you name it. Just consider it done, okay? We'll probably be there later this afternoon. Around 5 or 6? Sarah, no. Don't just assume you can walk all over me and Liam like this. We need to talk about this properly. Gotta run. My lawyer's calling. See you soon. Don't forget to make up the spare bed. Sarah! Oh, this is absolutely unbelievable. Liam is going to have a fit. This is just great. Hey, Aunt May. Just finished my shift. Heading back now. Need anything from the store? Hey, sweetie. Thanks for asking. I'm so glad you're done with work. Actually, yes, work's been crazy busy, and I haven't had time to cook. Could you maybe grab some takeout on your way? Anything you're in the mood for? Oh, work's been hectic, huh? Mom mentioned you were swamped with deadlines. Tell me about it. And your mom has been... Well, she's been occupied with her move, which has meant a lot of extra stuff for me to handle around here, unfortunately. Oh, that sucks. My mom doesn't really get the whole work-from-home thing, does she? She doesn't quite understand how busy you and Uncle Liam can be working from your computers. You get it, though, and that means a lot to me, Hannah. It really does. Sorry for all the extra people and the general chaos at the moment. It's okay, Aunt Mia. Honestly, I know it's not ideal. And I made sure to chip in for my share of the bills this week, just so you know. Oh, you really don't have to do that, sweetie, especially with starting university. But thank you, Hannah. It's really appreciated more than you know. It's the least I can do. You and Uncle Liam have been so welcoming. Once I save up a bit more from my part-time job, I'll definitely look at getting my own place. Just need a little more time to get settled with everything. No rush at all, Hannah. Seriously, take your time and focus on your studies. University is the most important thing right now. Thanks, Aunt Mia. That makes me feel a lot better about everything. I wish I could contribute for Mom too, but things are a bit complicated there. Don't even worry about your mom right now, Hannah. Just focus on yourself. You're starting a new chapter, and that's what's important. Okay, well, that makes sense. Thanks for understanding, Aunt Mia. You and Uncle Liam are really great. You're pretty great yourself, Hannah. We're happy to have you here. Now, what kind of takeout are you thinking? My treat tonight. Really? Oh, that's so nice of you, Aunt Mia. How about some pizza? Pizza sounds perfect. Just let me know what kind you want. Awesome. I'll text you the order in a few minutes when I'm closer. Sounds good, sweetie. See you soon. Drive safe. Hey, honey, just texting. Hannah's grabbing takeout. She's actually being really sweet and helpful.
Hey, that's good to hear. How are you holding up with everything?
It's a lot. Sarah's still very much in Sarah mode, if you know what I mean.
Yup, loud and oblivious.
Exactly. She hasn't offered to lift a finger and seems to think we're running a free hotel.
Not surprised. Did you mention anything about, a timeline?
I tried, but she just brushed it off. Said it would be temporary. That could mean anything.
This is exactly what I was worried about.
Me too. Hannah's a bright spot, though. She seems genuinely appreciative.
That's good. At least one of them has some sense of consideration.
Right? It's a stark contrast. Makes me feel even more frustrated with Sarah.
I can only imagine. Just try to hang in there. We'll figure this out.
I hope so. I really do. I miss our quiet evenings.
Me too. Maybe we can have a strategy meeting after dinner?
Definitely. Pizza and plotting. Sounds like a plan.
Sounds perfect. See you soon. Love you.
Love you too. Thanks for being so understanding. Hey, Mia, got a sec, or are you too busy playing on your computer again? I'm working, Sarah, as I do every day. What do you need? Just wondering. It's been a month now, right? A whole month that Hannah and I have been here. Yes, Sarah, it's been a month. And I haven't really seen you or Liam, go to work like normal people. We work from home. It's a pretty common thing these days. Yeah, I've heard of it, but honestly, it just looks like you two are always just hanging out on your laptops, watching videos or something. We are working. Liam is a software developer and I'm a writer. Our computers are our offices. We have deadlines and clients and projects. Right, working. It just seems so cushy, like you're not really contributing. Contributing? Sarah, we pay the rent, the bills for our food. We are fully functioning adults with careers. Well, yeah, before we got here. Things must be tighter now with 2 extra people eating your food and using your utilities. They are tighter, yes, significantly tighter. So I was just thinking, when are you two planning on, actually going out and getting real jobs? We have real jobs, Sarah. They just happen to be done remotely. It's a legitimate way to earn a living in the 21st century. I'm surprised you don't know that. Oh, I know it exists. I just don't know how much actual money people can make just typing on a computer all day. Sounds like a scam, honestly, or a hobby. It's neither a scam nor a hobby. It's how we support ourselves. And it was how we were supporting ourselves perfectly well before we had unexpected long-term guests. Okay, no need to get defensive. I'm just saying, maybe it's time for a change. For you both to get something more stable with a regular paycheck. Our income is stable. We've been doing this for years. It provides us with a comfortable life until recently. Look, I'm just trying to be practical. You've got me and Hannah here now. Things are different. You need more income. And you think the solution to that is for us to quit our established careers and go find completely new jobs? That makes absolutely no sense, Sarah. Well, what's the solution then? Because I'm not exactly rolling in cash right now, Divorce settlements take time. I understand that, Sarah, but we didn't ask for this situation. And frankly, the solution involves you contributing in some way while you're staying here. Contributing how? I've offered to help out, remember? Helping out occasionally is not the same as contributing to the household expenses that have doubled since you arrived, or doing your fair share of the chores. Look, I'm not used to being told what you do in my own space. And technically, this is kind of my space now too, isn't it? No, Sarah, this is our space. You are a guest, a long-term, uninvited guest. Ouch! Harsh much? Truthful much. Liam and I work hard for what we have. We budget, we plan. And suddenly, our entire financial situation has been thrown off because of your unexpected arrival. So what are you saying? You want me to start paying rent? I don't even have any money right now. Then maybe you could contribute in other ways. Help with the cleaning, do the laundry, cook a meal once in a while, anything to alleviate the extra burden on us. I am not really a domestic goddess type, Mia. You know that. Everyone can load a dishwasher or take out the trash, Sarah. It's not about being a goddess. It's about being a responsible adult living in someone else's home. Fine. I'll try to do more, but don't expect miracles. I expect basic consideration, Sarah. That's all. And while we're on the subject of expectations, when are you two going to stop just sitting around the house? It sets a bad example for Hannah. She needs to see adults being productive. We are being productive, Sarah. Just because you don't understand our jobs doesn't mean they aren't real. And honestly, your current situation isn't exactly a shining example of productivity either. Hey, I'm going through a tough time. I deserve a break. We all deserve a break, Sarah, but we still have responsibilities. And right now, your responsibility is to figure out your next steps and not be a burden on us. A burden? Really? That's how you see me? Sarah, with all due respect, yes. Your presence here has doubled our expenses and added significantly to our workload without any contribution from your end. What else would you call it? This is unbelievable. My own sister. My own sister who moved herself and her daughter into my 2-bedroom apartment without asking and now criticizes my legitimate career. Yes, Sarah, this is where we are. Well, maybe if you had a real job, you'd understand the pressure of life. I do understand the pressure of life, Sarah. That's why Liam and I work hard at our not real jobs to pay our bills and maintain our home. A home that you have now disrupted. Whatever. I'm going to go watch TV. At least that's something I understand. Liam, I can't do this anymore. She's still not helping, still making snide comments. I'm at my breaking point.
I know, honey. I see it. It's wearing you down. We need to make a change.
What can we do? She's completely unreasonable.
What if we made a change? A big one.
What do you mean?
This apartment, it's in my name, right? We're the leaseholders.
Yes. Where are you going with this?
What if we moved out? Left Sarah here to deal with the reality of her situation.
Moved out? But where would we go?
We can find a smaller place, just the two of us for now. The important thing is to create some distance.
But Sarah, she's going to freak out, especially about the rent. She has no money.
That's the point, Mia. She needs to face the consequences. Maybe the shock of being solely responsible for the rent will finally make her realize she needs to get her act together.
You really think so? She's always relied on someone else.
We can't keep enabling her, honey. We've tried talking, we've tried being patient. Nothing has worked. Sometimes a harsh reality check is the only way.
What about Hannah? We can't just leave her with Sarah in this mess.
We won't. We'll make sure Hannah has a safe place to go. Maybe she'd want to come with us, at least temporarily.
You think she would? She seems pretty unhappy living with her mom right now.
It's worth asking, but even if she doesn't immediately, knowing we're not here might be a catalyst for Sarah to change, or for Hannah to seek other options.
This feels so drastic, Liam. Leaving our own home?
Our home hasn't felt like our home for a while now, Mia. It's been Sarah's free boarding house. We deserve peace and quiet again, and frankly, so does Hannah.
You're right. It's just the rent. She'll be completely stuck.
Maybe being stuck is what she needs right now, to finally take responsibility. Let's talk to Hannah, and let's start looking for new places tonight.
Hey, where are you guys? The house is totally empty. Huh? Oh, there's a note on the table. Sarah, we've moved out. You can have the place to yourself from now on. You'll also have to pay the rent. You'll find the bill beneath this note. What? You can't just leave. You need to pay the rent. I don't even have any money. How am I supposed to do it? Mia, what the hell is this? Where are you? Hannah, where are you? Mia and Liam just took off and left me here. I know, Mom. Aunt Mia texted me. You knew and you didn't say anything? Where did they even go? They found a new place. A new place? What about me? Where am I supposed to live? Mom, we talked about this. I'm tired of how things are. How things are? What is that supposed to mean? You relying on other people all the time. Aunt Mia and Uncle Liam before. It's not fair to them. They're family. They should help us. But it's not their responsibility to support us, Mom. You need to figure things out. Figure things out? How? I don't have any money. That's why I'm going to look for my own place. I'm going to work more hours. Your own place? Hannah, you're only just starting university. And I'm also an adult. I can take care of myself. I need to, Mom. So you're just going to abandon me too? I'm not abandoning you, Mom, but I need to live on my own. A life where I'm not constantly worried about who's paying the bills. But we're family. Family helps each other, Mom, not just takes. Aunt Mia and Uncle Liam taught me that. It's been a few months since we moved out. The silence in our smaller place was a welcome change. We were just starting to feel settled when Sarah, unsurprisingly, moved out of the condo before the rent was due. Liam and I decided to move back in. It felt strange, but also like reclaiming our space. Hannah's thriving in her dorm, finally free of the chaos. As for Sarah, she's waitressing at a local diner and living in a tiny studio. It's not glamorous, but she's managing on her own for the first time. It's a relief to know everyone is finding their own path, even if it took a dramatic turn to get there. Kim? Are you by any chance at our place right now? I saw your bicycle parked in the lot. Oh, Amber. You're home pretty late, aren't you? Did you have fun? That trip you went on? The one where you left me out? What? You all went to Hawaii without me. I know exactly what happened. You excluded me. You took my son and my granddaughter on a trip without saying a single word to me, their grandmother. What kind of daughter-in-law does that? How could you leave me behind like I don't even matter? No, hold on. What are you talking about? I definitely invited you, don't you remember? You told me you had plans that day, going shopping with a friend. You turned it down yourself, didn't you? Yes, at first I declined, but my friend caught a cold on the day of, and we decided to postpone. So then I thought maybe I can join the trip after all. But by the time I realized, you had already taken off. You left without me, like I didn't matter. You couldn't even wait a moment, couldn't even think about me for just 1 second. You couldn't be bothered to make sure I was still included even after I changed my mind. I didn't know anything about that. We were scheduled to leave that day. Of course we stuck to the plan. We had train and flight tickets, everything arranged. Even if you had wanted to come last minute, the hotel rooms and plane seats were only booked for 3 people. There's no way we could have added you on the spot. Do you expect me to throw everything off just because you decided to change your mind last minute? Oh, that's nonsense. In situations like that, a considerate daughter-in-law should anticipate that maybe her mother-in-law might change her mind. You should have booked an extra seat and room just in case. And on the morning of departure, you should have called to double-check and even packed a bag for me, ready to go. You are so thoughtless. Honestly, how could you be so careless and selfish? You didn't even try to make it work for me. I don't even know how to respond to that. This is just too much. You're twisting everything to make me the bad guy here. Don't talk back to me. Do you know how lonely I felt? Left behind while everyone else enjoyed Hawaii? I wanted to go with Dan and little Anna too. It was supposed to be a family trip, not just for the 2 of you. But instead, I was left alone, made to feel like an afterthought. I'm sorry, but back to my original question. Kim, are you at our condo right now? Where are you? By the entrance? Of course not. I'm inside the apartment. Wait, what? How did you get in? You have a spare key, don't you? I asked the building manager to let me in. Told him I was entrusted with the place while my son and his wife were away. He opened the door for me with no problem. so I've been house-sitting for you this whole time. Didn't you think I might need to check on the place while you were gone? Are you serious? They just let you in like that? And wait, have you been staying here since the day we left? You didn't even tell me you were planning on doing this. That's right. I've been here the whole time. I've been keeping the place warm, so to speak, waiting for your return. It's my responsibility as the family matriarch, after all. What about your own place? You've been gone for over 4 days. That's fine. I gave it up, moved out completely. I couldn't deal with the back and forth anymore. It's much easier to be here with Dan and Anna. Wait, what? It was such a hassle going back and forth between here and my old place, so I decided, why not just live here? I brought all my things, I've unpacked, I'm settled in now. I've already made this my home. What? I don't understand what you're saying. This makes no sense. You've moved in? You've moved into my home without telling me. How can you even think that's okay? I live here now. We're going to live together. This way I won't get left out again. And I can be with Dan and Anna every single day. You'll never leave me behind again. No, what are you talking about? You can't just move in like that. This is my house, too. You don't get to decide where I live. You don't get to tell me where I can or can't live. This is my son's home, which makes it my home, too. What's the big deal? It's a family home. That's absurd. Oh, and another thing. This place is too small for 4 people, so you need to leave. What? I already sent your belongings to your parents' house. I mailed them out 2 days ago, so they should arrive today. What? No, hold on. What? From now on, go live at your family's home or find a new place. But don't worry, you're still welcome to come over to cook, clean, and do laundry. You're still useful to me, you know. You've got to be kidding me. Why should I be kicked out while you stay here? And I'm not your maid. This is punishment for leaving me out of the trip. For now, you'll be a commuting wife. You'll have to come here to do your duty, but you'll never truly be a part of this family again. You don't get to make that decision. You kicked me out and now expect me to work like a servant? Are you out of your mind? I've made up my mind. A useless, disobedient daughter-in-law like you doesn't belong here. From now on, it's just family living together. No more of this. You're out. Amber, where on earth are you right now? Where else would I be? I'm at my parents' house. Is there something you need? How is it that no one has come back? It's been a week, not even Dan or Anna has returned. And you haven't come back to help with anything around here. What on earth is going on with all of you? What's going on? Well, you told me to leave, didn't you? So I did exactly what you said. I left. The whole family left. What do you mean the whole family? You told me to get out, so I packed my things, sent them to my parents' house, and even returned the keys. I had no choice but to move back with my parents. Then Dan and Anna both said they wanted to come with me. And that's what we did. We all moved. What? What are you talking about? Since Dan and Anna agreed, we've moved in together. They didn't want to stay there anymore. So now we're at my parents' house. We're settling in while we search for a new place to live. If we find something we like, we'll move into that. Wait a minute. Why would Dan and Anna leave? You're the one who should have gone. You might have thought so, but Dan and Anna chose to come with me. They didn't want to stay there with you, not with the way things were going. They didn't want to live in that apartment anymore, so they decided to join me here. They packed their things quietly and left without saying a word to you. They said it was better to be here, away from you. Oh, that can't be. Dan and Anna would never say something like that. You must have told them to do this. You must have convinced them. I didn't convince anyone. Dan and Anna came to this decision on their own. Are you really saying you believe that they would be so easily manipulated by me? Do you really think they would be swayed just like that? No, I didn't raise them like that. But it's hard to accept that they chose you over me. Oh, there's no way they're not being influenced by you. You must have done something to make them act like this. That's where you're wrong. You're contradicting yourself, you know. Don't you see how messed up that sounds? I don't need you to lecture me. Just give me back my son and my granddaughter right now. I've already told you they came here because they chose to. If you want them back, don't talk to me. go directly to Dan and Anna. I'm sure they'll tell you they don't want to return. What kind of person are you? You are nothing but a coward. You're not fit to be my daughter-in-law. I want you to get a divorce right now and give me back my son and my granddaughter. You have no power to make us get a divorce. I don't care if you don't approve of me as your daughter-in-law. Your opinion doesn't hurt me. No matter how you try to make me feel bad, it won't work. What did you just say to me? Are you really insulting me, your mother-in-law? Oh, my apologies. My true feelings just slipped out. But honestly, what right do you have to criticize me when you've been complaining about my life for so long? You really think you can tell me what to do? You really have no shame. And stop dragging other people into this. This is my son's house, and you're acting like it's yours. What do you mean by it's someone else's house? It's my son's house, which means it's mine, too. No, it's not. I've already canceled the lease for that apartment. I no longer consider it a home. It's an empty place now. What? What are you talking about? I moved in with my parents, and I've already canceled the lease for the apartment you're in. It's not a home anymore. It's just a vacant property. If you want to keep living there, you'll have to re-sign the lease. Otherwise, I suggest you leave as soon as possible. Wait a minute. Why would you cancel the lease while I'm still living here? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. We're not paying rent for a place we're not living in. Besides, I don't want to go back to a place with such poor security. It's a done deal. It's already been decided. But don't worry. I'll leave all the furniture and appliances there for you. I was planning to replace them anyway, so you can take whatever you need. Wait! How can I live alone in that big house? I don't even know if I can afford the rent on my pension. Well, it looks like you'll have to leave. What? You're really telling me to leave? Oh, that's insane. You're not even considering what I'm going through. This is outrageous. I'll return those words right back to you. You kicked me out of your life, and now you're complaining that I'm doing the same? You can't even imagine how that feels, can you? Wait! Are you really making me leave without any place to go? I'm an old woman. I have nowhere else to stay. I've already told you I'm not responsible for your decisions. You're the one who decided to leave, and you're the one who got rid of the apartment. You're the one who made all these choices. So stop acting like you're the victim here. I didn't mean for things to go this way. I was just lonely without all of you. I thought if we could live together again, I wouldn't feel so alone. Oh, please, Amber, I swear I won't do it again. Let's just forget everything and make up. I refuse. I don't trust you anymore, and Dan doesn't want to see you either. You'll be fine. Maybe you should try being on your own for a while. Please wait. I'm truly sorry. Oh, please forgive me. You can say all the words you want, but it doesn't change anything. I won't forgive you, and I won't live with you again. We're going to live as a family, just the three of us. Goodbye. After the incident, Kim showed up at my family's house carrying all her belongings, saying, "I'm going to live here now." As you can imagine, Dan and Anna, who had been dealing with enough stress already, didn't take kindly to her audacity. Their patience had long worn thin with her behavior, and they wasted no time scolding her. They called her outrageously presumptuous and firmly told her to leave. There was no room for her demands in our lives, and they made sure she understood that in no uncertain terms. Her expectations were absurd, disrespectful even, and they weren't going to let her walk all over them. It wasn't the first time Kim had tried to overstep boundaries, but this time felt different. This time, she wasn't going to get away with it. She had already pushed too far, and there was no way she was going to make herself at home after everything that had happened. That wasn't the end of it, though. A few days later, I received another message from Kim. This time, she wasn't asking directly, she was demanding. "Once you find your new place, let me move in with you," she wrote. It felt like the audacity had reached a new peak, and I had to hold back my frustration. After everything that had happened, the idea of letting her live with us, even temporarily, was beyond unacceptable. My response was simple and firm. "Sorry, I don't want you here, so I'll be declining your request." It wasn't cruel, but it was definite. I wasn't about to let her turn my new life into a mess. Just to make sure there wouldn't be any further contact, I blocked her number. I wasn't going to keep playing this game with her. Kim, clearly shocked by our rejection, decided to turn to her older sister, who lived out of state. She figured she could find refuge there, or at the very least, win some sympathy by painting me as the villain. She told her sister all sorts of things about me, claiming that I had kicked her out of my house without warning, trying to make me sound like the bad guy in this whole situation. But she underestimated me. I had already taken the time to warn my extended family about what had been happening, ensuring they knew exactly what had gone down. So when Kim began playing the victim and trying to twist the story, my family wasn't fooled. Instead, they turned against her. They saw through her manipulation, and soon enough, it was Kim who was being criticized for her entitled behavior. The people she thought would back her up were the ones calling her out. It must have stung for Kim to hear that, and from what I've gathered, it only made things worse for her. Her sister, after hearing the full story, apparently told her, "It's time to teach you some manners and common sense." And now Kim was getting a taste of tough love. Her sister was giving her a crash course in personal responsibility and accountability. From what I heard, Kim wasn't taking it well, but it was clear she needed the lesson. Maybe, just maybe, this experience will force her to grow up. To stop expecting others to carry her, to stop thinking that she can get away with anything. But given her history, I wasn't exactly holding my breath. I can't say I'm optimistic about her changing anytime soon, but it's a step in the right direction, I suppose. As for us, things have taken a turn for the better. Dan and Anna have been more than happy to leave all that drama behind, and now that the storm has passed, we've been able to focus on what's next for us. We found a new apartment, a place of our own. The relief I felt when we finally secured it was overwhelming. It's bigger, more spacious, and located in a much better area. It's everything we wanted and more. The move from my parents' house was huge, but it was the right decision. It feels like we're finally building something new, something that's ours, free from the chaos Kim tried to bring into our lives. Having a place of our own has been incredibly freeing. There's a sense of peace here that I didn't even realize I needed. The new apartment is the fresh start I had been craving, and it's already starting to feel like home. We don't have to worry about Kim showing up uninvited or trying to insert herself into our lives. We can finally breathe, knowing we're not tied to the past anymore. I'm honestly so grateful for the chance to start fresh. No more stress, no more chaos, and no more dealing with someone who doesn't respect boundaries. It's like a weight has been lifted off of our shoulders. We're free to focus on what really matters, building our future and creating a life that makes us happy. Every day in this new place feels like a victory, like a step away from the dysfunction Kim tried to drag us into. I couldn't be more satisfied with the way things have turned out. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.